Lucky with Lucky Sevens Tarot, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Capricorn women. Not only am I an astrologer and tarot card reader and all of that, so this is what I do professionally, but I am a Capricorn woman. I'm a Capricorn sun sign and a Capricorn Mercury, so I know everything that there is to possibly know about Capricorn women. So if you're a Capricorn woman, you can let me know what you think about what I have to say in the comment section below, or if you're trying to date a Capricorn woman, this might be helpful for you as well. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, so Capricorn women are old souls, right? We like older music. We usually like history. Even when we're in a relationship or getting into a relationship, we want to know the history of the person that we're dealing with. And some of that may come across as being nosy, but really we're just interested in what has come before us, you know, and that's part of that old soul. Now, even as children and like early in life, that's why you can see a Capricorn child that acts like she's 26 and really she's 6 years old, you know, but you would see that because she was born with an old soul. And as Capricorn women get older, they tend to act more childlike and come into, you know, kind of that Benjamin Button type of thing. You know, the older that they get, the more childlike they become over time, you know. So if you're dating a Capricorn woman or interested in a Capricorn woman, you know, when she's in her 30s or 40s, she's probably a lot more able to kind of be freer and more childlike than when she was in her teens or in her 20s, you know. Usually Capricorn women have a very stoic exterior, you know, they're stale face, right? So they get a bad rap for being stuck up, you know, for not smiling often. And really on the inside, they're emotional. They're very sensitive people, but they're very guarded, extremely guarded. They don't want anyone to know that side of them except for their small circle of friends. Most Capricorn women don't have like a large, big circle of friends. They might have people that know them or think that they know them, but the people who really know them are very few and far between. But those people are tested, tried, and true. Usually have had those relationships for years and years and years, you know. Capricorn women are very, very private people. They do not want other people to know their personal business. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, they like to keep their business to themselves, even from some of the closest people in their circle. There are just things that, you know, whatever is in their closet, they want it to stay there, you know. A lot of times they're creatures of habit. So Capricorn women can listen to the same song on repeat, you know, watch the same movie they've seen 100 times and still be interested and watch it and cry and be emotional, whatever, to that movie as if it's the first time that they've ever seen it, you know. They plan. Capricorn women have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, they've got a plan for a plan for a plan. So if one doesn't work, you're up, you know, the next one is already set and ready to go. They're very, very focused. You know, they're like a dog with a bone. They do not let up. And when it comes to their goals, they are overachievers. They tend to be extremely hard on themselves. Capricorn women are extremely focused. They have goal after goal after goal, and they're very, very hard on themselves when they don't feel like they're achieving what they set out to achieve or what they want to accomplish in their life, you know. So if things don't seem to be working out and, you know, they're having to work harder and harder and harder, they can be very down on themselves and get melancholy or sad or depressed. And so you might have to deal with that type of energy. But they're way harder on themselves than anyone else could be. So if somebody is telling them something about themselves, you know, they've already probably said it to themselves, you know. They have a very sarcastic sense of humor. You know, they can be very, very funny, but you probably, again, wouldn't know that unless, you know, you were in their circle of friends or they were making jokes on social media, that sort of thing, you know. Capricorns tend to shy away from the limelight. You know, they don't want to be the center of attention, but somehow they tend to become the center of attention, or don't necessarily realize that, you know, their own beauty or their own merit a lot of times, you know, because of how hard they are on themselves, they don't realize the magic that they have. And that comes too with the fact of, like, if you're flirting with a Capricorn woman and you like her, you want to date her, a lot of times you're going to have to be straightforward, because she can be totally like oblivious to the fact that you want to date her. You're going to have to say, hey, I like you. I would like to date you, you know, because you could flirt for years and years and years and she would never take it seriously, because Capricorn women, one, do not like rejection, you know, so she's never going to pursue you. And not to say never is, you know, that's very firm, but oftentimes a Capricorn woman is not going to pursue you. She's old school. So she's going to expect that if you like her, that you're going to pursue her. You're going to tell her, hey, I like you. You're going to plan something for you guys to do together so that you can get to know her, you know. Capricorn women are secretly awkward, you know, and they try to hide that from people because they don't like to be embarrassed. Capricorn women hate being embarrassed. They do not like anything where the public eye could see them any differently than that stoic sort of exterior that they have. And that, you know, you can see a Capricorn woman and think that she's super tough, and she is, because she's probably been through a lot in her life. However, on the inside, she's super mushy. You know, she's a big teddy bear of love, and she wants to share that with people, but only the closest to her get to experience all of that love and that loyalty that she has. Capricorn women are the most loyal, probably more than any other zodiac sign that I've seen. But she's loyal to her friends. She's loyal to her family. She's loyal to her lover. You know, if she's in something, she is all the way in. She is not half stepping. She's not pussyfooting around. She is there. Okay. So if she's not there and she tells you, hey, I'm not in it, then you can guarantee she's out doing whatever she wants to do. But if she is in it, if there's a commitment, if she feels loyal to you, if she is calling you a friend, she is ready for war when it comes to you, and she will fight for you. She will take up for you. You know, she will be loyal to you in every sense of what that word means. You know, Capricorn women are very, very giving. They're very generous people. And so if they have any sort of financial gain of any kind, or anything that they do have, even if they don't have a lot, they will give it away. They will give it to the people that they care about. You know, they want to take care of the people that they love. That's why they work so hard. They want to make sure that they have that stability in their life, and they want to share that stability with their partner and their family and friends. And so a Capricorn woman will give you the shirt off of her back, will take it right off to give it to you if you needed it more than her. You know what I mean? But in the same sense, they also need to feel appreciated for that. If you take advantage of a Capricorn woman and her kindness and you take it for weakness, you are definitely going to miss out. You're definitely going to lose in that area, because as quickly as they gave it to you, they will take it away. They will cut off any avenues to give to you in the future. They need to feel appreciated. They need to feel valued. Even at work, if they're working really, really hard, a lot of times they're working to come up in the area of work that they're in. So if you work a job, they want a job where there's advancement opportunities. If they don't feel like there's any advancement opportunities, they're 9 times out of 10 not going to be passionate about what they do. They're going to be dissatisfied. And if they're dissatisfied, they're not going to give that 100% effort because they don't feel appreciated. And anytime they don't feel appreciated, eventually they'll find a new avenue or a new job or a new opportunity for themselves so that they can get those accolades that they need in order to keep moving forward. Here's a secret that some people don't even know about Capricorn women. They tend to be hoarders of some kind. Now, I'm not talking about like nasty hoarders. Capricorn women do not thrive in environments that are not organized, and even if they're not super organized people, they may not even realize it, but if their home becomes messy or unorganized, it takes a toll on them emotionally. So Capricorns tend to hoard material items. Like, for example, I'm a Capricorn sun sign and I am a shoe hoarder. If I turn my camera, you would see 20 shoe boxes downstairs in my bedroom that need to go into my closet room. And I have a whole room dedicated floor to ceiling on every wall with nothing but shoes. And I know it's probably a horrible thing that but it's my thing, and as a business owner, I also hoard receipts. And it's just one of those things, like things that are of value to us, we tend to keep. I also hoard sentimental things. If someone gives me a card, if you look over here in the corner, right there, there's a rose there that someone gave to me, a child gave to me, that is super important to me. And I just kept it. Like, it was actually a bouquet of flowers and I kept one rose and I dried it out, and it's something that is of value to me, and eventually I will take it out and put it in a book, so that I can have it forever. And those types of things, Capricorn women love to be in control. Okay. They love to be in control. That can equate anywhere from the boardroom to the bedroom. All right. Now, in being in control, when Capricorns own businesses, they tend to be very fair bosses. They expect you to work hard, but they will give you opportunity after opportunity, chance after chance. Usually a Capricorn woman will end up probably being the best boss that you ever had. Very understanding people. But depending on the task that you have, they can be micromanagers to a degree, because they may have a difficult time delegating. They may not trust you to take on certain tasks on your own, so they may check your work or overcheck certain things. As a parent, Capricorns are amazing. Capricorn women are amazing mothers. They do expect a lot from their kids, but even at an early age, Capricorn women will start to teach their children chores and responsibilities, and usually maybe even traveling to different countries or different places so that their kids can learn, other languages or learn how other people live. Capricorns, because they're so big on appreciation, they're also wanting to teach their children to appreciate what they have and appreciate the value of money and how money is made, etc. Right? So Capricorns usually will have their kids working early in life and teaching them the value of a dollar. Capricorns are also really, really good with money and finances, usually, they save. They're big on saving money, so if they can save it, even if it's just a couple dollars, they will. They're very, very devoted, devoted to their family, devoted to their kids. And one of the ways that Capricorn women show their love for their family is by providing financially. Most Capricorn women are very independent, to the point where it could come across as too independent for some men. It can be one of those situations where a Capricorn woman may intimidate a man because she can fully take care of herself. So you have to be a very strong, confident man in order to be with a Capricorn woman in a long-term invested relationship. Now sexually, Capricorns are extremely sexual beings, and you wouldn't know that unless you're the person that they choose to be intimate with, right? Because they don't like other people knowing their business. So Capricorns can be extremely sexual, but they're also very, very sensual. They love romance. Romance is very, very big to them. So they like being wined and dined. They like, the flowers, those types of things, and it's a Capricorn woman pays attention to the small things, not just the big gifts and things like that. They pay attention to, the little things that you do when you listen to what they have to say. Like if they like a certain thing and you buy them that, let's say she's reading a certain book and you bought the series of books that come after that sort of thing. Those are the type of gifts that Capricorn women go insane about. Those are the type of things. Paying attention to those little things are going to get her go every time, Capricorn women usually have sacrificed a lot in their lives. They are able to get through disappointments and losses pretty easily, and not to say that they don't feel anything, they absolutely do, but they're very adaptable. You can put a Capricorn woman in any situation and she's going to thrive. She's going to figure it out. So even if you put them at a disadvantage, a lot of times they will work their way up. You have to think they're the GOAT. So, and as the GOAT is known for being in sticky situations and still climbing that hill, and so they're able to climb themselves out of situations that they were at a disadvantage and still make it to the top. They're usually very guarded and reserved people. Most Capricorn women dress pretty modestly, but very almost like a sexy sort of modest type of dress. They don't want to be too revealing, but they don't want to be not revealing enough. They aren't into all the big colors and stuff like that. Like they are into like the neutral colors or the things that make them just feel sexy, but not feel like they're being hoish or, something that could be, where someone could judge them for it, right? They do thrive off of security. Security is the most important thing to a Capricorn woman, so if for whatever reason they don't feel secure with you, they will eventually find a way out of that situation or out of the relationship or out of the friendship. If they don't feel like they can trust you or like you're a part of the team and they have to do it alone, they have to rely on themselves, they absolutely can. So it's really important to create an environment where they feel stable with you. They feel like, you know, you're a stable partner. You're someone that can be counted upon. You have to be consistent with a Capricorn woman. If the minute you show inconsistency, they will run in the other direction. Okay. They love to be pursued, guys. You cannot expect a Capricorn woman to pursue you. If you're waiting for her to call you, if you're waiting for her to text you, if you gave her your number and you didn't take hers, I'm sorry for you, because a Capricorn woman is not going to pursue you. All right. She is old school. And part of being old school is believing that a woman is a woman, you know, and we like to be pursued. We like to feel wanted. We want to feel desired by the person that we're choosing to be with. So if we have to pursue you, you can guarantee that it's probably not going to last long. Even if she does sort of pursue you in some degree, is that it's going to be very short-lived. Okay. With Capricorn women, you know, we don't mind footing the bill every blue moon, right? But we do expect our partner to be old school, to open doors, to pay the bill when we're at dinner and on dates and things like that. If you go on a first date with a Capricorn and she pays the bill, I guarantee you she lost respect for you immediately. You know, a Capricorn woman immediately judged you off of that if that's what you did. You know, she will lose interest in a person, in a man or masculine sort of energy if she's more feminine, in someone that she has to foot the bill all the time for that person. She expects her partner to be on her level or higher, you know. Not to say that if you guys have already been in like a long-term relationship and you lost your job that she wouldn't support you. No, a Capricorn woman is usually sacrificial to the point of ride or die. However, she's going to expect that you're going to get your shit together quickly. You know, that she's going to expect you to find a job or, you know, to work hard towards accomplishing some sort of goal, whether it's going to school for a new position or whatever. And she will support you through it, but you're going to have to get your shit together ASAP, because otherwise she's going to start losing respect for you. And the minute a Capricorn woman loses respect for the person that she's with, especially a man, oh, it's over. It's over. You might as well count it out. You know, like a Capricorn woman has to respect the person that she is with every time. You know, she has to respect you in finance, in life. She has to respect the fact that you are going somewhere, that you have a destination, that you have a goal, because she has big goals. You know, her dreams and aspirations are ever changing, because once she meets one goal, she's got another one right behind it. You know, that's that plan A, plan B, plan C. She expects you to have that same ambition. You know, her ambition and drive is insane. So she expects you to have that just the same way that she is inputting or instilling that in her children to have that, right? So she wants that from you. And if she doesn't trust you to have that, or if you're falling short of that, she might let you know, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, but you better get your shit together ASAP. Otherwise, she's going to eventually lose respect and move on. Okay. Now, Capricorn women take a long time to walk away from relationships, but when they do, it is over and ain't no coming back. Okay. So if they walked away from the relationship, it's because they literally have exhausted every single opportunity to stay, and they could not find any reason to hold on anymore. Okay. You have become the weakest link. All right. Now, Capricorn women can seem submissive in relationships, but really they're an equal partner. Okay. Capricorn women will hold their own weight financially, and therefore they feel as though their voice needs to be heard and needs to be an equal 50-50. All right. They don't want to be ahead of you and they don't want to be underneath you. They want to be side to side. They do not want to feel like you can't value their opinion and their opinion doesn't matter. But they also don't want to walk all over you and make you feel emasculated. Okay. If you are a pushover, a Capricorn will never respect you. You have to be able to stand your ground. A lot of times, Capricorn women go after or are interested in signs that make them that feel powerful, so they want someone that is in charge. They want someone that feels powerful to them and an alpha person. They want that alpha. That's that person that can look at them from across the room and shut them down when they're on that bullshit. Capricorn woman wants someone that they can let go of control to, but that person has to have the balance to know that the control is being let go willingly, not that you're controlling the Capricorn woman. That Capricorn woman needs to have the freedom to give what she wants to give, not to be forced to give it to you. You have to allow her to give you what she wants and to have the freedom to be who she is naturally, rather than feeling like you're judging her. When the Capricorn woman feels like you're judging her and you're pointing fingers at her and you're pointing out all the bad things that she has, that she is, or whatever, remember, she is already her own worst critic. So you adding to that as her partner and the person that she's interested in only makes her resent you and eventually lose respect for you, because it's like she feels like you should be a partnership, a teammate, and you should be encouraging rather than discouraging to her. Capricorn women do not do well with negative reinforcement. They need that positive reinforcement. You telling her how bad she's doing only makes her want to get away from you. If you start telling her that she's amazing, she's great, she can do this, and you're giving her that positive reinforcement, you're going to make her want to go 10 times harder. Okay. And that even equates to like sexual behaviors. If you're encouraging in sexual behaviors, then she's going to give more in that environment, And if they're usually judgmental in their early years, as they get older and they go through things in life, they realize like that they were being judgmental, and they start to be less judgmental, and they start to kind of see that gray area where things aren't always black and white, So Capricorns are really, really good at mediating things, at mediating situations, at making sense of both perspectives, even mentally. Usually if a Capricorn is stuck on one side or stuck on how they feel and their point of view, if you make sense to them, they're logical. They will be understanding of your perspective and your point of view. And they may not acknowledge it to you, because the Capricorn woman is very, very prideful. She may not acknowledge that you're right immediately, but in her head, she's gone over it, over your side, over her side, and she realizes your point. Okay. And so she might come back later on and say, you know what? I just want to tell you, you were right. You had a point. I was wrong. And let that be that. But a Capricorn woman will never say that she is sorry unless she absolutely means it. She does not like to have to apologize for things. So unless she really feels like she is sorry for something that she did, you're not going to hear it. You're not going to get a fake apology from a Capricorn. Period. Point blank. Ever. And if you ask for a Capricorn woman's opinion, be ready to get the truth. She is not a woman who is going to lie to you. She is not a woman that's going to sugarcoat it to make you feel better. She is a woman that's going to tell you the absolute honest to God truth or her own opinion of what she thinks the truth is. She's not going to tell you some bullshit. She's not going to say, one thing and really be meaning something different. She's going to get to the nitty gritty of the situation and tell you exactly like it is. So if you want relationship advice from a Capricorn, or you go to a Capricorn woman and you are telling her all these different things and then you ask her for her opinion, be ready to hear it or don't ask. Okay? Remember, they're very, very logical thinkers. So they're just going to look at the situation logically and tell you a logical opinion. And that's just what it is. And a lot of times that can come, it can be a little bit harsh and people can perceive it harshly because Capricorn women can be crass. They can be, because they're so independent, sometimes they can even take on a more masculine type of energy where it intimidates men. And it may even be a turnoff for some men, or some people out there. It may be a turnoff that your Capricorn woman doesn't have any hair on her tongue, because she probably doesn't. She probably is quiet unless keeps her opinion to herself unless you ask for it. But when you ask for it, you opened up that can of worms and you're going to get everything you asked for, Capricorn women are very, very classy and elegant. However, they have this whole other side to them where if they're pissed off and if they're angry, it's like the Hulk, and that's the only thing that I can attribute it to is the Hulk, because it's a whole different person that you are dealing with. Their anger sometimes scares them, and therefore they don't like to get out of control. They like to be in control, not only of everything around them, but also of themselves, which is probably why not a lot of Capricorn women have addictions or allow themselves to get addicted to drugs or alcohol. Not to say that that's everyone, but most Capricorn women don't really have that addictive sort of personality. They don't like to be outside of control. They need a partner that helps them to get out of the mundane of their everyday life, their rituals, their habits that they've formed. They need a partner who is adventurous enough that says, hey, I need you to stop working right now. That respects what they do, but I need you to stop working right now because we're going to go here and have a surprise date or day or whatever it is. Because Capricorns can get so caught up in that habit and in that ritual that their lives are really boring. They don't have a lot of things going on. They don't really like to be around a lot of people. To Capricorn women, money equals security. So they like people with money. They like to have their own money. But they also believe that everyone puts their pants on one leg at a time. So do not use money as a way to impress a Capricorn woman, because she will not be impressed by your money unless you're giving your money to her to put in her account. Okay? A Capricorn woman likes to have her own and has her own most of the time. So she doesn't need you for money, but she wants to know that you have it or that you can take care of her and be an equal partnership if that's what she chooses to do with you. So if you're trying to date a Capricorn woman, don't be over extravagant, throwing it, around, because they don't like that. We don't like to see people frivolously spending money on shit that they don't need, just to be spending money when it can be used in other ways for other resources, for philanthropy and giving back and things like that. But don't expect that if you absolutely don't have anything, like a Capricorn is probably, if you don't have anything at all and you're not ambitious to get anything and they don't see any potential in you, like you're not showing or putting any action behind your goals, they're probably gonna not be interested in you anyway. All right. So it's really, really important for a Capricorn person, a Capricorn woman, to see that you have goals, to see that you have ambition, even if you don't have a bunch of money. And if you do have a bunch of money, don't be spending it out here just throwing money to, at people for whatever reason, because that is not sexy to us at all. Okay. We like to hoard money and we like to save money. Money has a special purpose to us, and the purpose is security. So we need to have that in order to feel secure. So if you're just out here giving it away, we're looking at you like, what are you doing? Because we know how hard we work for the money that we have, but guys, I hope that this was helpful for you. And if you're interested in a Capricorn woman, please take these things to heed, because it definitely will help to get you over that hump, I hope. I love you guys. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below how you feel about it, how you feel about the information in regards to Capricorn women. Peace, love, and blessings to you always.